everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing practical ways for you to level up your sales efficiency and effectiveness using better prompts for ChatGPT. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to create effective prompts so that you can maximize the output of this tool. And if you've tried to use the tool before but you've been disappointed by the results, by the end of this video, you'll know why you were frustrated and you'll know what to do differently so that you can get better results next time. Are you ready? Great. But before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the tips in this series. Your support really does mean a great deal to us. Today, unlike in the age of the Industrial Revolution, we get paid for the quality of our thinking and not merely for what we can do in a particular space of time. For example, it was only a few decades ago that bank tellers were paid in part for how quickly they could process customer transactions. Now bank tellers have evolved into bankers who are employed to think about a client's full financial portfolio. Jobs that are measured by speed have been and continue to be supported or replaced by technology. But jobs that require creative and critical thinking skills have not. When it comes to leveraging the full power of tools like ChatGPT, you must understand that it's the quality of your thinking that's going to determine the quality of the output that you're going to get from the tool. Let me say this another way. If you know how to craft good prompts for ChatGPT, you're much more likely to get useful answers. So today I'd like to share with you my top tips on how to craft exceptional prompts. It begins with clarity. You have to clearly define what it is that you want from the tool. This means you need to specify the context, format, or structure of the answer that you want the tool to give you. Now that might sound easy, but in reality, this is one of the number one reasons why we don't delegate more effectively as human beings, because we're not clear on what we want, and we often don't supply the context or stipulate the structure that we want to be applied to the work. ChatGPT can do many things, but it can't do our thinking work for us. And if we're not clear, it's going to show up in the results that we get from ChatGPT. The second is precision. We must be precise in our communication and avoid open-ended or vague questions. Avoid ambiguity and make your communication as clear and concise and precise as you possibly can. Then you'll get the best response. Thirdly, it's context. Give enough background information to help the model to understand the subject matter. So for example, you may say, I'm a salesperson supplying SaaS solutions to businesses. I'm writing to a COO of an XYZ company. The company has recently been acquired by another organization, and I suspect that this might mean that they need to consolidate or revisit some of their software tools and applications. You get the idea. Give ChatGPT a context and you will be blown away by the results you get. Fourth is constraints. Think about giving it specific conditions like character limitations or a structure that you'd like to see followed and mention them clearly. Fifth is instruction. Include your desired format or response, like do you want a list or do you want a step-by-step guide? You can ask ChatGPT to act as a copywriter or to act as a social media copywriter. You can ask it to act as a coach and to critique your writing. You can ask it to take on a role. And then within those constraints and within those instructions, it's going to give you the response. Sixth is experiment. Test different prompts to find the most effective wording. And when the AI responds, ask it further questions. This helps you to break up complex ideas or queries into simpler, smaller chunks that are easier to work with. And number 7, use iterative questioning. Break down complex queries into simpler, more focused questions. But if you think about it, Being a good prompt engineer is very closely related to being a great B2B salesperson, because it's when we're sitting in front of our customers asking them exceptional or insightful questions that we're able to prompt the client or the customer to give us information. So great questioning skills and crafting good prompts is really a skill that we should have been developing as B2B sellers for many, many years, and hopefully you're quite skilled at this already. And now you can simply take that perception or that theme around how you would craft great prompts or questions for your customer and start to use that skill to craft great prompts or questions for ChatGPT. Well, there you have it. This is my toolkit to help you to ace your prompts with ChatGPT. Remember, the key is to keep your language clear and straightforward. Think about the role that you want ChatGPT to play or to assume, and add in your unique contributions or illustrations. And then task the AI, sit back and watch the magic unfold. And hey, it's a learning process. Sometimes you might need to tweak and adjust your prompts. That's okay. You haven't broken anything. And that's kind of the beauty of it, that you get to experiment. So don't be afraid to take a chance, to play with the tools and to iterate. Each step gets you closer to mastering the art of prompt crafting. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you tried crafting prompts for ChatGPT? Share your experiences, trials, and victories in the comments below so that we can learn from each other. And who knows, your tips could be the game changer for somebody else. If you found this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Smash that like button, share it with your network, and please do subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Let's keep this conversation going, one video at a time. Until I see you again, here's to your sales success. Remember, the future of effective communication with AI is in your hands, or rather, it's in your prompts. Happy crafting, and see you in the next one.